right, let's talk about the main inbox. The main inbox at first has a select button with a drop-down box, a refresh button, and then a 3-dot menu. Now that menu changes whenever you're clicked on something. So for example, this B&H photo video, when I click it, my menu lights up and I get more options. So I can still sort. I can archive an email, meaning it's going to pull into an archived folder, basically takes it out of your general email option area and kind of puts it in the archive folder. 2, reported as spam. If you report it as spam, it goes and gets reported as spam and will stop coming to you. Delete goes without saying, go in your trash. Mark as read. If you go mark as read, you can also mark as unread. What I typically do is if it's an important email that I don't want to label or sort yet, and I read it, I often put it back as unread so that I get that dark black look and I can see it again. Now I could snooze this. Snooze this basically means I'm going to see it, but I'm going to have it pop back up and remind me later. Like, hey, snooze this and bring it back at 6 tonight. Move to. I can move it to a label. I can put it in the spam folder. I can put it in the trash. This allows me to put it in a label as well. And then I've got these fun features. So mark as read, same as over here. Mark as important. Basically, it puts an important tag on it. If I want to add it to tasks, it opens up my task menu. And now I have this task, hey, read this. It opened up my task. So I'll show you that again. If I add it to the tasks, it ends up over here. As soon as I do it, now I remember that I did it. Add a star. That lets you use the starred labels, so they're starred and important on the left. In terms of filter, this one can be fun and useful in many, many ways. You can set filters for your email. So if you have email that comes from a specific spot or has a specific to or subject or certain words, if it has an attachment or any other, you can create a filter. So once you create a filter, it'll say, what do you want to do with it? If you want to star it or immediately delete it, or you want to send it to a label, I could send all administrative emails directly to administrative, and anything from that would go right to that folder. For those of you who are power users and your inbox gets crazy, essentially creating a filter can be a very useful way to kind of keep your inbox from having thousands and thousands of options. You can forward or mute an email. If you are in a reply all and the reply all does not apply to you, you can easily click the box and mute that email. That doesn't delete it. It just basically puts it in a mute folder, and you could go back and check it whenever you need. You can see I have a muted label over here. So if it gets muted, basically it goes into a separate area where you're not seeing all the reply alls. And then you could forward an email as an attachment. So in the next video, we're going to look at options when you're reading an email.